So you came in here and played a new song, right?
Yes.
The beginning of the new song, you are talking about being called a traitor is worse than being called a female dog,
You know what I'm talking about.
right? Just in case someone else isn't, why do you feel that hits home so hard?
First of all, because being called, as I said, a traitor, that's worse. That's going against everything you stand for, basically.
And being called a traitor, you referring to, I think you had the Math Hoffa,
Right.
right?
Right.
And
that was the first time in my life I ever been called a traitor or we've been labeled as a traitor.
and this was because at the time you guys were close to Tupac.
This was I don't know what his reasoning for was, but whatever it was, I didn't like it.
Understood.
I just spoke on it to feel like, yo, that's worse than anything you can be called. The snitch, a big coward, anything.
Oh, so it's worse than a rat.
Yes, it's definitely worse than a rat. You a traitor, you
I think a rat and a traitor is kind of the same.
It's not really.
not really.
It's not the same.
Because you can rat on someone that you weren't cool with.
A traitor is like when you going against your country or your tribe.
So traitor is like a Judas, right?
Yeah, you're selling
Judas
out your
is a traitor.
tribe and everything just to not even be accepted, just to see harm brought, basically.
Understood. Okay.
Because you're not trading, because you're still going to play the fence like a sucker or do whatever once the dirt gets done or whatever it is. So to be called a traitor, that's something that's just not acceptable.
Let me take you back into that time. Did you ever think in your mind, dag, some people may not think this is cool because it's supposed to be a East-West beef?
All right, and in my mind, we
Yes.
knew it wasn't an East-West beef though. We was there at that time. We was there. We was at the Source Awards when shit was happening. We was in the middle of the East-West beef. So to even go out there and be on both sides, like, I knew Big. Big was my brother, my Gemini brother. Like, I could be anywhere. It felt like the world on anything. Bike, skates, motorcycle, and I don't know how Big would find me. He would pull up literally at the light, be like, yo, what you doing? Park that shit, let's go get in here. And we would just be in Brooklyn, Harlem, every fucking. So it wasn't we knew what time it was with it. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to set this up or trying to do this or manipulate and go back over here. That's traitor tendencies. That's bull happens, and it wasn't on it like that. I come from the hood of the style and know exactly what it was.
Would you do anything different now, knowing, whatever you know now? So when I say that, maybe let's say either, hey, let me fall back or let me explain why this is going on or anything.
Grown ass man, dog. Explain what? We're explaining through actions more than anything. You see us over here on this coast with this one rocking. We ain't over here throwing up no sets, no bloods, or bad mouthing our brother over here. And then you see me come home and I'm still with my brother the same way. And when I'm with either one of them, near one of them is talking bad to me
About the other.
So it's nothing like that. It was just, again, how the media perpetuates things and blows it out of proportion and takes it, and they're gonna run with it. It's just, back then, it's compared to today, clout chasing, or if you want to put it like that, just so you get a better picture of it. So it wasn't, I wouldn't do nothing different. I'd still fuck both of them.
So what makes you feel that it's hurtful for someone to say you're a traitor
Just
when
to
you know that
label,
wasn't the situation?
Because I know.
Okay.
And the world, well, him and his comrades or whoever, they felt that way. I know, we know what we had going on and what it was. But for anybody, that's just in life, period, for anybody to label you something or call you something without knowing you or knowing what the what it was. Because when you hear something like that, first of all, you're listening from 4 different parties. Is the truth what happened here? So now it's trickled down here, what we call a remix. By the time it get to you, that camera that's black could have been, it was an orange camera there, and these niggas was there, and it was. So if you wasn't there, you can't talk and say that. Especially with conviction, you strong and wrong, my nigga. Instead of listening to what the people that was involved or that was there is telling you, not even being on some bully or some super aggressive shit, telling you, explaining it to you, you still poking your chest out or saying, no, it was this. And that's just for anything in life. That's just like if, I say it's worse than a snitch and a big rat because it's worse than that. But if a nigga jail and he a stand-up nigga, he get a label as a rat on his coat, he gonna feel the same way. He gonna want to hurt something or whatever the case may be. You go to the extremes to let it be known, yo, this ain't it. And I just happen to have the platform of Smif-N-Wessun to tell my part of the story of what it is. Yo, it ain't that. And this is how I feel about that.
It's funny that you say that because we had Greg Nice here, was it last summer, and he was talking about how, obviously he was close with Pac, and he was saying how Pac wanted to squash the beef right before he died. And that was news to me because
he was actually out there recording with us.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Greg Nice was,
On the One Nation album that Pac was doing, that we was all doing, it was supposed to be like, 4 albums? A One Nation West Coast, a One Nation East Coast, a One Nation Midwest. This was what he was saying his plans was. He wasn't on no beef and shit like, yo, I'm gonna end this shit and do this and do that. Nah, what he was trying to do was bring together shit. That's why it was called One Nation.
This is why it's fucked to be labeled something and not have that platform to use it in the proper way to correct. What we didn't have earlier was these type of platforms.
Right.
Like you got instant gratification. People they get to put their opinion up at a rapid refund, rapid rate. So we always had dudes back in the days smoking reefer, sitting around the crib going, yo, I heard this, I heard that. Right. Now it's online. Now what I heard is going, yo, I heard Smif-N-Wessun, I heard this. What dude, I'm looking at this dude, I don't even want to say his name, but I'm looking at this dude online going, yeah, I got the Diddy tapes and Smif-N-Wessun, yeah, they got jumped. They had to change their name. Like, I'm in the crib looking at this and I want to say something to this dude. I never seen this dude before, but I'm like in my crib going, I couldn't even eat no more. I dropped my spoon and I'm going, yo, if I see him in public, I'm going to do something to him. So he ain't called me nothing, but he just said Smif-N-Wessun got jumped and they had to change their name. Like, it's people who get to say stuff. And you don't, like you say, you're not there. Like, we went down there, we wasn't safe when we went to the West Coast. We was safe because we was with each other. You know what I mean? We took a chance. We took a sacrifice, if anything, for East Coast, because we wasn't in that beef. We ain't see like, yo, we're gonna stand Biggie, and Biggie ain't need us to say, hey, everybody stand over here. Like, what's going on with these guys now? We wasn't doing, that's corny right now. Oh, rappers banding together, that's whack. I'm just putting it out there, that's whack. That's some real corny, that's corny sandbox shit there. Like, no, my friend, yo, get out of here with that. Like, we artists here, so we was like, that's an opportunity for us. Plus, we don't know what the opportunity, plus we still fresh in the game. What's this, 9'5", 9'6"? We still in the street. We still fresh in the game. We have no years in this thing yet. So when a person like that makes a move towards you, and you know, it's like we had so many different affiliations in between, like Swan Gotti and Stretch. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, let's see what's going on. We get on that plane and see what it do. We boot camp soldiers. So our mentality is just that. It ain't like, hey, we're gonna go over here and get these props with Pac and da-da-da-da. Soon as we got there, we seen somebody filming in the airport, and we like, yo, what's going on? Like, we wasn't there for none of that Hollywood stuff. We was doing Recon. This is what we do. We need to see what's going on in the game, and we gonna rock with who rock with us. Soon as we pull up in the limousine, Snoop Dogg is the first person that we see. Me and Tech is in the limo. We don't know nobody. We just like this. We ain't getting out till, you know what I mean, time, whatever. Buckshot see Snoop, they like, yo, what up, cuz? What up, cuz? Hey, cuz. Like, they like showing like they went to school together, so automatically all that kind of like melts. Like, we're not there for any of the stuff that you guys is thinking about while you eating your crackers and your Cheez-Its in the crib going, yo, they probably gonna try to put a plan together. Nigga, relax. We ain't playing together. We trying to do some raps and trying to see what's going on. Like, Pockets, we in this guy's living room talking about, this is a vulnerable situation right here. We're not mapping out the takeover of hip hop, but you know Pac is an energetic guy. So he putting the battery in our back going, yo, we're gonna go on tour. He want to get the rappers that want to be down with the movement of putting rap on the map. And we part of the people who came first for the call, so he showed us mad respect. You wouldn't rock with somebody like that?
No, 100%.
So I'm like, yo, whoever want to say something about that, let's have that conversation before you start talking all that riffraff. You know, so it's offensive, especially at the age when you know you put in work for your borough and you're not really, you don't move like that. Like people really would take a crap on their neighborhood and can't go back to their neighborhood. We still be having block parties in the style in Brownsville.